Hi, welcome to my page. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and this week we are going to talk about me being in my softer life era. And, what is considered, you may wonder, like, what is considered a soft life? Um, and so the definition that I found was that a soft life is a life of ease, peace, comfort, and intentional happiness. It does not require struggle, love, stress, or distress. It consists of mutual relationships, clarity, and self care. So, I think the Lord has always wanted us to kind of live this soft life, but the world, wants us to live a different life, more of a hustle, grind it out type of life. So I am actually, recovering from living that type of lifestyle and having the mindset of the more you move, the better off you are, the harder you work, the better off you are. Now, I'm a hard worker, don't get me wrong, but it's, you don't have to continue to push yourself. Um, and, just because you're working harder or longer doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be better, right? Because not everything is better um, if you are exhausting yourself trying to get to that, to the end, So, I mean, I used to work all day, then, come home, take care of the kids and try to do do homework and then my exercise. And you know what I mean? It was just a constant go, 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 push, push, and, getting very lousy sleep and just feeling exhausted all of the time. And did everything get done? Yes, I did end up getting things done, but was it as, smooth as I would have liked it to be? Absolutely not. So, I've learned, pushing myself to, feeling exhausted was just not how I wanted to live anymore, I can get everything done in just in a different way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be everything at the moment that you may think, like if the house needs to be cleaned, okay, let's get it, livable, but it doesn't need to be maybe deep cleaned tonight, right? Because we're exhausted and we need some sleep so then we can actually have a better day tomorrow. So some of the things, I've learned is just to kind of prioritize certain things, and, and let other things kind of wait until the next day, in order to embrace this softer life. And sorry, I wrote some notes down here. So I have, some talking points, and not forget some things. So, I just wanted to come and share some of the things that I've been doing on my journey to live a softer life and to make me feel more relaxed and happy, and not so stressed out of, oh, this needs to be done and how am I going to fit this in, and it just all of the hustle and the bustle. I don't, really, not every day is perfect, right? But I'm trying to, these days, my life, I just want peace and happiness. And, those are like the priority things in my life right now. And so some of the things, that is helping me be in that life, that mindset, or however you want to kind of see it, into that lifestyle, is that, I am learning that, I'm setting boundaries, right, around of who I'm sharing my time with. And, I've learned that not everybody deserves my time. So, when you are looking to better yourself and to prioritize your peace and all of that, you would definitely want to consider, setting a boundary of your time and different boundaries, around that. I also, this has been something, this isn't new, but I think this has definitely helped my mindset over the years, because I don't watch the news anymore. I haven't watched the news in a few years. And I really don't partake in watching too many TV shows. Honestly, I don't really watch TV because I don't really, I used to enjoy watching TV years ago. I mean, years ago. But as now all of the TV shows have just been completely reality TV kind of vibe-ish type of things, I just don't enjoy those type of shows. So I really have stopped watching TV a long time ago, and I'm now even, I don't even really enjoy listening too much of the radio, especially certain channels that, just want to be very vulgar and, just nothing but trash, right, coming through. I mean, in my opinion, it's nothing but trash coming through my ears. So I don't really like to partake in that. And some things I do kind of like, not miss, but I do miss the old kind of shows that they used to have back in the day, where they used to have like the family shows and real life kind of situation shows, and not all of these, dating shows and just the drama filled of reality TV with all these fake things that are, it's just like, come on, this is not reality for 90% of us. So, that's that. But I won't I won't continue talking about that too much. And so with that being said, the next thing that I have been prioritizing in my life is rest. Right. And so I talked about earlier that I used to kind of push myself into like exhaustion and just kind of kept on going, and my sleep was suffering and all of that. And now, when I am feeling mentally or physically exhausted, I go, okay, take a break. I prioritize, some rest time, and that could be, sleeping in, that could be just, turning everything off and just kind of staying in for the night. However, that rest feels. Sometimes it feels that I need some sleep, and sometimes it just feels like, it's time for you to kind of shut the world off a little bit and just retreat in. So, and that could be, when you're retreating in and just resting, take a nice hot bath at night, or whenever, and just kind of give yourself a little love and self-care with that. And, I've been finding that to be very helpful on my journey. And although that I do prioritize my rest, I also prioritize my self-care practices as well. And a few things that are on my non-negotiable self-care list is, I exercise 4 to 5 days a week. And even though that I am kind of, living a softer life, I do, still tend to push myself on my workouts. And even today, I was pushing myself and I kind of felt nauseous. So I was pushing. So I had to kind of be like, okay, well, we're not going to push this hard today, because my body just can't, my body can't take it today. So, yes, so, you still want to push when you can push in your workouts, because, it's just sometimes the more intense your workouts are, the more calories you burn. So you want to maximize that 30 to 60 minutes of your workouts that you're doing. I'm also, eating healthy, and I'm cooking myself meals at home. Last month, we had my daughter's birthdays. So, plus, the 4th of July, and there was just a lot of celebrations going on throughout the month. And I actually ate out quite a bit than I normally would. And so this month I got back on track, and I am, doing my meal prepping and cooking myself healthier meals, and it's been really good because I feel better about myself, and my energy is higher when I am eating healthy and just, eating nutrients dense foods. I also have been enjoying getting dressed for myself, right? How can I kind of explain this? In the past, I used to kind of, when I was at home, I would just kind of bum out, right? And put sweatpants on and a sweatshirt, or, just kind of loungewear clothes when I was home. But I found that being in my loungewear really wasn't making me feel my greatest. So I no longer get dressed just because I'm going out to see other people. I am now getting dressed for myself. So when I wake up, I dress for myself. So I like to dress up, and it did take me a little bit to kind of get used to that, because I used to say, well, I want to save my clothes for when I go out and see these people, or out in public or whatnot. But it's just, you kind of, I watched another video on it, and it said that you basically, when you're doing that, and it kind of really helped change my perspective on this. So maybe it'll help you change yours as well. When you are just, getting dressed for other people, when, you're dressing up nice and you're dressed in your heels and things like that, then it's more of a transactional, and you're actually doing it for them and not doing it for yourself. And, these days with this, this soft life lifestyle that I'm trying to live, and being on this self-care journey that I'm on, I want to dress up for myself. I want to look good and be good for myself, not for the people outside of myself. So I have really been prioritizing that on my journey, and it's been helpful for me, making me feel good daily, because sometimes, in that loungewear, you don't really feel your best. I mean, at least I didn't. So, just changing up some things. I enjoy my morning and my nightly routines. And, those are a little different, but I definitely like those. And I will kind of share, it kind of goes around with my self-care thing, but part of my healthcare, self-care things are that I get 10,000 steps in a day. And now I have a desk, I have a desk job, so I am sitting on my butt a lot. And so, I've been doing this kind of for the last month and a half or so, and I've really enjoyed it. So part of that 10,000 steps a day is I do my morning prayer walk. And that is part of my morning routine. and I've been really enjoying that. So when I'm on my walk, I walk a mile in the morning, and I wear a weighted vest to help with the resistance and different things like that. And I talk with the Lord, and I pray and all of that good stuff. So it's been really great to do that. And, once the winter comes, I think what I'm going to do is I'm kind of in the midst of looking to see about getting a walking, what is it? They call it, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. It's like a treadmill, but it's not all that fancy. It's I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but I'm drawing a blank. So I'm thinking about getting it's called like a walking something. Oh dear, it's like on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out. Hopefully it'll come to me by the end of this video. But so I'm thinking about getting that to help, because once the winter comes, it's going to be really hard to go out there and walk a mile, especially if it's like icy conditions or really freezing. I don't do really well in the cold, so I probably won't be that excited to get out there and do those things. So I'm thinking of getting some things so I can be not only prepared but successful during the winter months. So more to come on that. And then I also have been doing the self-love daily talk, to myself, telling myself that I'm beautiful, telling myself what a wonderful person I am. Just give yourself whatever self-love talk that you need every day. Even, looking in the mirror, it definitely makes a difference on how you feel and in your day-to-day life, so I would definitely, look up maybe some things, and just, kind of get some ideas. Now, at first it will feel you will feel a little silly doing it, because I definitely did it first, but overall, I kind of enjoy it now, I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself how pretty I am, and, what an awesome person I am, and, if you can't fill up your own cup, you're gonna be in big trouble. So these are some of the practices that I've been doing to help fill my own cup up every day, to make me feel good and make me present my best self to the world. So, I also, have learned, one of the things that I've been, really working on like the last couple years, is not reacting to everything, right? So if somebody, in the past, I used to be a very reactive person, and I used to always try to get my point across, and, sometimes it would not be in the greatest ways. Sometimes it would, end up in arguments or whatever. So, all to try to, get how I was feeling across. But, as I have healed and I have learned so much, not everything deserves a reaction. And even, what I've learned over the years is, even when I was given my reaction, it didn't really change anything. It didn't change people's perspectives. I was doing it to make, I was hoping that it was going to help change somebody's perspective on something, but truly it really didn't. So at the end of the day, I was wasting my energy, my time to try to change somebody else's perspective of how they felt about a situation, you know, and it just never really got me anywhere. So I don't react to everything. I just let it go because, like I said, it's more peaceful to me. It's just, you know, to not give it that attention, not to give it that reaction, not to, you know, give my energy to something like that. That is not bringing me to be the person I want to be, right? So I'm working to be this newer version of myself, and that is one of the things, you know, that just needed to be cut out. So it does take some practice. You're going to journal a lot because I, you know, you have to get those emotions out and stuff like that. So, you know, I would journal that in my journal. I would talk to God about it too and pray about it and ask for strength and everything to kind of just let it go. And all of that has kind of, it's been working. So, and even if you feel that it needs a reaction, you just just talk to the walls then, or talk to God, or, you know what I mean? Just do it in your privacy of your own home, and don't give it to the person or the thing that maybe wants that reaction, right? Wants to kind of get your feathers ruffled and stuff like that, because no, you don't want to let others see that they're getting your feathers ruffled, you know. So those are some of the things that I've been doing. And, you know, like I said earlier, every day is not perfect, but I try to make the best of every day. And I am truly, enjoying this newer kind of slower lifestyle of just, you know, feeling like I can relax when I need to and not have to continuously push myself to exhaustion, you know. So I've learned to really just to really take on and enjoy this softer lifestyle versus this hustle and bustle and, you know, get yourself all worked up and all these different things. And, you know, even like watching, you know, the news and all of that, get your blood pressure raised, and it's just not even worth it to me. So, you know, I hope that maybe some of this may have been helpful for you if you're looking to start living a softer lifestyle. You know, not every day may not be soft or whatnot, but, you know, you do your best. So you do your best every day, and you go to bed every night and say, you know what, I did my best today. And that is a great way to do it. And then I also would, you know, like I've said in other videos, but if you're new, you know, I would definitely, you know, have a gratitude journal. And definitely, you know, God loves a thankful heart. And so if you just share every day 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for, God loves it. But it also makes you like look at different things in a more positive manner as well, instead of, you know, sometimes when you're watching the news and you're watching the TV and you're listening to the music and, you know, you're just you know, having yourself all part of the worldly things, it kind of like really puts a negative spin on things. So I try to kind of not put myself in those situations, and so I can live a more positive lifestyle. And even though things are going crazy out in the world, we're not going to continue, we're not going to, you know, watch it every day or whatever to kind of keep on, you know, brainwashing ourselves into the negativity. So you know, this softer life is definitely has brought on a more positive lifestyle for me. And I am just really loving it. And I hope that you find, you know, some things that you would want to do that can bring some peace and comfort and ease into your life, because it's so much better than being in that hustle bustle kind of lifestyle. So I hope that you got something out of it, and I hope that you stay tuned for the next video. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.